Barrage. Unleash a barrage of 5 arrows that expands outward, each dealing 6 damage. Each arrow has a 20% chance to ricochet off an enemy 1 time. Rapid fire. Okay, that's interesting. Penetrating shot. Let's try barrage. We like barrage.
Don't have enough energy.
Oh, you.
I need more energy.
Okay, barrage seems like it could be awesome. I need to stand up. Arrows go burr? They do. They absolutely do. I definitely like penetrating shot more than barrage. Yeah. Okay. Let me check that skill out. Does it just go in a straight line? Fires an arrow that pierces through all enemies in a line, dealing 23 damage. But it does more damage as it pierces enemies? Oh, that's okay. That's all kind of awesome. Opening up with a shot like that would be good. Maybe we should try that one. Hype for RE4? Big time. Yeah, dude. Very much looking forward to it.
I'm out of energy. I don't have enough energy.
Oh yeah, it seems like it hurts a lot, man. The cat's in the top left, that's Gary Kuhn. That's CohhCarnage. He's our channel mascot. Oh, Gary Kuhn. I think rapid fire would be better for bosses, right? Maybe. Ooh, that was nice. I feel like letting the enemies get close is probably a big win for that one. Bow feels good. Bow feels better than I thought it would. Yeah. No. I said he was down here watching Pokemon, right? Go watch Pokemon. Oh, no. That was... No, we're good. I know. Siri-chan. Once you get the Lego for that skill, the bow's insane. Yeah, sorry, Rowan.
I'm not ready. I need more energy.
Oh, I told him he could watch the part that I was doing before, but it's going to get bad quick, so not like that he can't. Okay, sorry. My wife walks in the other room and all I hear is, "Dang it, Kai!"
I'm not ready.
Oh, dude, stop.
I'm out of energy.
Here we go. It's like an angle shooting class. Anyone have a death clip? Oh, wasn't anything special, man. Just a boss that was out of my league. Have you played Druid yet? Druid is not until next week. Yeah, worst part about the last death is I knew the second I zoned in that I was gonna die. Like, but I really didn't have a chance. It was just, I definitely should not have gone after that boss on that build that early. Is the beta closing today? I think the beta closes tomorrow at 12, maybe? Oh, I didn't realize it ricocheted on itself. That's pretty cool.
I'm not ready. not ready yet. I need more energy.
So many pots.
I don't have enough energy. I'm not ready yet.
Boom. Oh, we got a new bow. Oh. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm not ready yet.
Is that a Big Lebowski shirt? It is. The music's insane. The music is awesome.
You've returned.
Mm-hmm.
The old ruins are clear. You're
Lost souls! Where are you?
That works. Let's see. That one.
You are blessed like us now.
Mm-hmm.
That was all of them.
Thanks, Suzu.
Light willing. Madman.
I like how we like power vomit there. Why is there a cat in the top left? Because he's chilling. Did the Sork die? No, Sork's fine. I beat all the beta content and got max level.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place.
I was fed. Is this real?
Did you see the world event yesterday?
You
No.
came to thank the light. You collapsed.
I must breathe.
Why is there not a cat in the bottom left? Because I'm standing right now. That game is huge. It is huge. I'm not missing anything up there.
I need more time. I don't have enough energy.
Boop. Give me some hide booties. Some strata legs. Mm-hmm. Delicious. We just got a new tunic. I don't think that's gonna help. Hey, Malkiri. The piercing shot seems really strong. The damage keeps up. It's gonna be great.
I don't have enough energy.
Don't really have any energy stuff yet. Ooh. Nice.
not ready yet.
Wait. Why does it always have to be spiders? I know, right? Why does it always have to be spiders? The new kitties enjoying the barn? Yeah, barn cats are doing great. Barn kitties. Mm-hmm. Barn kitties are doing great. Yeah, one thing that I've really liked about hardcore is it's definitely encouraged me to try lots of different things. I tend to get I tend to pick one character and then just stick with it and try to make it as you know, strong or refined as possible. But the hardcore has made me like roll different classes and play different builds. If we die again on this guy or don't get him to max level, I'll probably try the barb again, maybe try something different with him. That's been really cool. I've really been digging that. How many hours did I have in the last rogue? Oh, an hour and a half maybe? Yeah. I just bit off way more than I can chew too early. I knew going into the fight it was going to be too much, but I thought I'd just give it a try, and I definitely should not have done that. There was not much I could do against that guy.
What are you hiding back here?
It was like the anti of my... He had all of my build's weaknesses. You're saying you're bad at video games? Yes. Why didn't you just log out? I don't think logging out saves you. I don't think. Does it? Not that I would. I mean, if you log out, it's you basically died at that point.
Close to the city. This evil is spreading.
Takes the fun out of it, in my opinion. Oh, in boss fights, you have to stand still for 8 seconds.
I'm out of energy.
There you go. It's possible to zoom out a bit more. Nope, this is max.
Never thought I'd live to see all this. The angel and Eldra. Let's not linger. Kyovashad lies just ahead.
I do hate how zoomed in it is. Yeah, especially for range classes, I'd love for it to be more zoomed out.
We have no time for this.
Agreed.
Just
Mommy.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine and inscribe it with the sin which troubles you.
Definitely.
Greed.
I lose the Sork? Nope. Sork's fine. We beat all the content and he's max level. Yep. It does zoom out for world bosses, yeah, which is a nice touch.
Good. You...
Definitely think that's cool. Diablo 2 had cheats that would kill the program if your HP got past a certain percent to try to save your hardcore character. That's just dumb. Why are you even playing hardcore at that point?
What did you write? I'm off to the dry steppes and said something about greed or cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes.
But I mean, you know, whatever.
This poor thing is practically crawling.
That's how people have fun. I'm not gonna tell people not to. Not gonna tell them not to do what they're enjoying.
So do you...
No, if he wants...
Yeah, can't yuck other people's yum, man. That's right.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same.
Am I liking Rogue? Rogue seems pretty cool. I was enjoying my melee run, but I have to say that the melee Rogue early felt like it didn't have a lot of tricks. The DPS wasn't great, but it was super squishy. So it was like,
sometimes
I heard the melee Rogue gets a
paths
lot
in
better
life are
later,
set to
like after
collide.
15 specifically.
We just don't know it.
So one of the things I want to do is get this Rogue up to 15 and then probably switch over to melee and see how it is. Play around with it and see how we like it. All right, let's go ahead and grab this.
Greetings.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Greetings.
Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. Yeah, you are. That's boy. This boy needs a good boy.
Hello.
You know they follow you too. That's so awesome.
Uh-oh.
I want to, there should be an achievement for having every dog in the city follow you
From
around.
delivering our...
Are they actually following me? I was only for a little bit. Oh no, they're actually following me. That is so good. Hold on. Is there a kitty in here somewhere? I thought there was a kitty in here. I don't see any. Puppers, but no kitty. Give the puppers treats? I wish I could. I wouldn't heartbeat. Take them into battle against your enemies? I will. Pupper's gonna do work.
The new militia recruit.
Well done.
Yay!
Thanks. I hope that...
Do you not get any, like, almost no experience for that? Rude. You respect?
Not in
Yeah.
town.
You can respect, but there's a lot of, I'd say, controversy over how they're handling the system on the main game. They're doing this thing where it keeps getting more expensive, and apparently they have stated that it will get to the point where you'll probably want to re-roll your character.
Father's light
I think
can
it's
be sought
terrible.
through penitence and faith. Walk in the light.
Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
I'm torn on this. I think this is the safer one. We're gonna do that one. I think that's the safer one.
We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light... Here, take the knight's report before you go.
Report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines.
Horned woman.
Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
Yeah, I agree. Like the fact that the fact that the fine never gets cheaper, I think is a big problem. Just that it gets cumulatively more expensive, and that it sounds like that's what's going to happen. If it was the kind of thing where over time it got cheaper, like that'd be kind of cool. But at the same time, like why would you limit experimentation? I just don't. I don't really. As when your game is aimed towards casual players, which let's be blunt, this one is definitely aimed towards casual players. Why would you do that? What's the thinking there? It's a little weird. It's a very hardcore option. I think this just ended. Give it just a sec. I really enjoyed watching your playthrough of Subnautica. Did you have anything any similar games upcoming? Any new like survival building games? There's a game called Nightingale, but I don't even think it has a release date yet. I have lots of other games like that on my YouTube. Games like Forest and Long Dark and Raft and things like that. So, but yeah, I don't really have any.
I'm low on energy.
I don't really have any big ones coming up in the near future. I suggest getting rapid fire for single target. I'm thinking about that actually. I'm thinking about that. Yeah. Project Astrid. We don't know what kind of game Project Astrid is yet, and it's probably a long way off too. But if Project Astrid is probably going to be like something like DayZ-esque. I don't think it's going to be like Tarkov. Well, actually, I don't know. I have no idea what it's going to be. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Project Astrid is still in its inception. I think Sacro mentioned they've been working on it for years. So, I don't know how far along it is in the process, to be honest. I don't think it's just like they got together yesterday and, you know, made the announcement. I think it's been under production for a while. They've got to have a good idea about what kind of game it is. What is it? Ask for help? Doesn't feel like a oh, here.
Aid would be welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Indeed I am.
I remember enjoying your We Happy Few playthrough. It had a few survival elements. Yeah, I did. We Happy Few had some fun survival elements. No real base building or anything like Subnautica, but it was pretty cool. We Happy Few was a very troubled game. It was a very troubled game. It didn't really know what it was. There was a lot of really cool ideas, but yeah, that was an example of a game that didn't quite understand its own identity, I think. I had a good time with it, though. It was interesting. Oh, Valheim. Yeah, I have a couple big playthroughs of Valheim on YouTube. We made some killer bases in that game.
I am
Cohh skipping lore. Oh, dude, I've done these quests like 5 times.
I shouldn't be holding this in my hands.
Yeah.
Should be.
Don't worry. When we play the main game, we will not skip any lore. In fact, when we play the main game, we're going to talk to every NPC and ask them about like all the side stuff. Don't worry about that.
I saw eyes in the darkness of the
We will talk
forest
to every
before I
NPC and
reached
get
down.
all the flavor text when we
Glowing
do
eyes.
our live playthrough.
I've never been so terrified.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Texas Gorilla. Cohh, I appreciate the great show you put on. Allows me to separate from reality. Oh, Texas Gorilla, thank you for the $100 tip to the mod team. I appreciate your message. Best of vibes to you, dude. Best of vibes to you. When's the game come out? June 6th. June 6th, and I think a little earlier if you want to give Blizzard even mo money. No money. V Rising was a vampire game. That game was fun. We're going to be doing another playthrough. Oh, actually, you know what? Yes. We're going to be doing another playthrough of V Rising relatively soon. Because they've got a huge update coming out for it. So I haven't fully decided if I'm going to check out the update or release. I think the release is coming pretty soon, but V Rising has a huge update coming out. Like it's adding like vertical building, and they're redoing the entire skill system, and their spell adjustments and stuff. Like, it's huge. So we'll definitely check that game out again in the future. Are you gonna play hardcore on release? No, I'm not gonna play hardcore on release. I'm gonna play softcore on launch. Yeah, and then maybe a hardcore character later. But I want to have one character that's like 100% playthrough, like do all the things. And I feel like that's much safer on a softcore character because it's going to be a very girthy, large playthrough. Mm-hmm. Have I done a playthrough on Wolcen? Yep, it's on my YouTube. I did a playthrough of Wolcen when it came out. Apparently it's gotten a lot better since. You gonna play Darkest Dungeon 2? I absolutely am. Cohh seems really strong. Have you seen any PoE influences in this game?
Meros sent you. That spineless merchant.
It's kind of tough because PoE was influenced a ton by Diablo. So it's like...
I need more time.
Oh, God. Ow.
I'm not ready yet.
That wasn't close at all, chat. I wouldn't say there's a huge amount of PoE influence in this game. There's not a lot that I can say like, oh yeah, that's from PoE. Like, not really. Like, pretty much all the stuff in this game is like early Diablo or Diablo 3. I don't really feel like there's a lot of PoE influence in this. The Paragon tree? Yeah, but I mean Paragon was in D3, wasn't it? I would say honestly, there's more Lost Ark influence in this game. Like the open world mechanics and the social open world stuff, and like I would say there's a lot more attack. Like that is more there's a lot more influence there that I'd say than PoE. The world boss thing, and which is cool. I honestly, those are some of my favorite parts of this game so far. It's kind of unfortunate there's no like decent lore reason, but I do like that there's other players running around, and you can see them doing a world event and jump in, and the world bosses sound cool. I mean, that stuff's cool. I feel like that adds to it. So that stuff's kind of cool. I'm here for it. All right, let's head out this way. Are we gonna play Everspace 2? Oh God, yes. I cannot wait for Everspace 2. Cannot wait. Everspace 2 is looking smexy. Totally smexy. Am I standing? I am standing. Yeah. Because one of those ridiculous, silly chatters made me stand up for 30 minutes. Do you think they're shying away from PoE similarities on purpose? No, I think that if Blizzard thought that if they would make money going the PoE route, that they would do it in a heartbeat. I don't think they're shying away from anything specifically. I think they wanted this game to be more social because in a lot of ways that's a better way to encourage people to put money into it. I mean, FOMO is a lot better when you can show your stuff to other players. Like that's one of the big things about FOMO. You can see other players with their awesome gear, and then you want it. You can't do that in a game that's primarily single player. So I think that was honestly one of the biggest reasons they wanted you to see other players all the time, was because that makes you want what you see on them. So it only takes one person running around with a bunch of high-end cosmetics to influence all these other people that start seeing them in the game. And I think that was a big reason they're doing it. What's FOMO? FOMO is fear of missing out. It's a term that basically means like, it's a term that means like when you see somebody with something and you immediately go, I want to know what I need to do to get that. And the best thing for a company is when FOMO involves money. That's when a company wins. When a player goes, I want that thing, but it's on the cosmetic store. That's when the company wins. So that's one of the big things they're going for, I think, in the multiplayer aspect. L'Oreal says, lol, missing out on cosmetics? Yeah, tell that to the what, multi-million-dollar Path of Exile cosmetic industry. Yeah. Just saying. Or Fortnite. Oh God, yeah. Jesus, man. Cosmetics may not be for everyone, but they're definitely for a lot of people. So, that's very much a thing. Very much a thing. Man, I tell you, when you line up enemies with this piercing shot, that is butter. That feels good. So I wonder if, let's see. I wonder if I want to get rapid shot as well. So I would have, oh, we can already, do I really want either of these? Maybe the traps? I think I'm going to get, I think we should have like a single target and a, I'm torn on this, chat. I'm torn on this. I mean, one of these movement skills would be really good. Especially this one, I feel like. To get away from an enemy. Caltrops?